Alright, I'll admit there are a lot of things that I could easily be classified as being bad at. Notably coming out with Season 2 in a timely manner. Still took less time than Fantastic Fridays! Let's see, to-do list. Make fun of Ryan. Yep, that's a check. Lame dyslexia joke. Yeah, that'll happen later this season. Misspell something. I'm assuming I misspelled something on this list, so I'm gonna go with a check. Wear a hat because of a bad hair day. Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. But are all the things that I'm bad at really bad things? Hey y'all, Cornelius here, and I'll admit there are a lot of things that I personally could be better at. I'm not a perfect person, and I have no problem admitting that. However, some people seem to make a lot of drama around bad habits. Yeah, that is right. And personally, I just don't see the point in that. Frankly, I'd even go so far as to say that some of my bad habits actually have some benefits. For example, I really don't like eating vegetables. Whoa. Hear me out before you click away and ban your kids from ever watching my videos. Just hear me out. Like I said, I don't like eating vegetables. I don't like the flavor, I don't like the texture, I don't like the weird juices that whenever you crunch down they just shoot all over your mouth. It's just like, oh. As such, I usually catch a lot of flack for not eating healthy or a balanced diet. However, as a guy who works in news and sees all the news all the time, I can tell you there are a lot of recalls for things like lettuce. Do you realize how many lettuce recalls there have been? Saying, if you have eaten out or have bought lettuce grown from farmers in Washington state, then you need to be very careful because it might have E. coli poisoning. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that, ever. Oh, Chipotle's lettuce seems to be full of bacteria that can make you sick? I don't have to worry about that. For two reasons. Number one, I don't eat Chipotle. Number two, I don't eat lettuce. And even at the restaurants I do go to, I don't have to rethink my order after hearing about one of these recalls because my orders don't have lettuce on them anyway. I never have to worry about purging my fridge because I don't know if the stuff in there is tainted or not. It has saved me so much hassle. If that isn't enough to sell you on my bad habits are beneficial for me, then let's look at how I do laundry. Now, I usually wait until I am completely out of something before I actually knuckle down and do my laundry. Speaking of which... Now, you might think this habit will cause a lot of problems, notably my girlfriend thinking I'm even more of a slob than she already does. But think about it this way. My laundry can usually entirely be done in one load, instead of having to spread it out through a bunch of smaller loads, which uses more water and more soap, and my tactics save resources. They're environmentally friendly. This is the only time I will ever use that argument ever. If you need another example, we can look at how I tend to eat. Every time I go to work, I tend to pack the exact same thing in my lunch every day. Or more accurately, I ask Abby really nicely to pack me the same things in my lunch every single day. It'll either be a lunch meat sandwich or a lunch meat sandwich wrap thing in a tortilla, or on occasion, if I need to fuel up my car, then I'll grab a slice of pizza while I'm out. Now, some of you might think eating this same thing over and over and over again would drive you crazy. First off, I'm already there. Second off, I like the consistency. Third, it does simplify life a lot. I don't have to think about what do we have. I don't need to think about what sounds good. No, I just get the same exact thing. It simplifies my life immensely. Plus, lunch meat isn't that expensive, so, save a little bit. It's helpful. If all of this hasn't sold you on my logic, let me give you one final example. I never clean. Pretty much ever. It can be a total mess, and most of the time I can still function and I don't bother cleaning. Now, the average person will think to themselves, my, what a horrible slob this man is. He doesn't take care of himself. He doesn't eat well. He doesn't clean. How does he have a girlfriend? I do not have an answer for that last part. Okay, really don't. I lucked out. However, I can't tell you how many times my girlfriend, who is one of those people who thinks I'm crazy for never cleaning because how can you function in that mess? I cannot tell you how many times she has pushed herself to the point of being so ridiculously overstressed because things need to be clean. Whereas me, I have never gotten to that point of being overstressed. I know where everything important is. If I need something, I'm sure I can find it. And if something goes missing for too long a period of time, either A, I learned to live without it because it really wasn't that important in the first place, or B, it'll just show up on my desk because someone else will find it and drop it there for me. And if you don't believe me about the whole mess thing here, that is all the stuff that I kicked out of the way so that I could just move around in my space so I could actually record. And there's still stuff all over the floor. So what's the moral of my life story that I have been pouring out for you at this point in time? First off is don't stress out about things. If people are constantly getting on your case because you're bad at something, look and see if you really need to improve there. Get mad because you didn't mute your phone and just ruined a good take. If they're giving you advice and you think, yeah, I could probably improve here, then you won't work to improve there. But if they're getting on your case and, it's not affecting you, it's not affecting them, sometimes you just need to take criticism with a grain of salt. Other times take it seriously, but sometimes you don't need to take everybody's attacks with the same weight of importance.
Also, get really good at playing devil's advocate. That helps.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching this video. If you didn't notice by the fact that there was actually some well-written stuff in this that my girlfriend wrote the script for me, then yeah, she did. Shout out to her. Thank you. Welcome back to Season 2 of Wombatic Wednesdays. It took forever, but hopefully it's worth it. Yeah, she wrote this as a slight mild roast of me. Hope you enjoyed. So yeah, welcome back to Season 2. If you want to watch Season 1, there should be a video link, something, annotation floating around me. Yeah, stay tuned for next week's episode. Thanks, y'all.